Hello and welcome back to another lesson from Simple-ESL. And today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to show you an excerpt from our new Basic ESL conversation course. This is available for £29.99, but for viewers of this video and subscribers to Simple-ESL, it is available for £14.99 for a limited time below. Use the link in the description below and you will be able to access this course for almost half the price. But first, I'm going to show you an excerpt from the course where I explain 5 ways that you can improve your conversational English and ways that you can improve your learning with English. I will see you after the video. Now, if you're interested in learning English, you must probably struggle with conversational English and how to learn this. Learning English as a speaker of another language can be difficult. One of the things we need is practice and rehearsing, and it's great to be able to speak with a native speaker who can help inform your answers and correct any mistakes. This is a luxury that we're not always able to have, and this is where the course should help. We will help you with template answers and help you to craft better answers to improve your conversational English. But let's go through some tips on how you can improve your conversational English. My first big tip would be to repeat the phrases you hear native speakers use. So throughout this course, you will hear me giving example phrases. Don't just listen. Try to repeat the phrases. So don't just listen, repeat the phrases. If this means you need to pause the video and go back and repeat, you can do this. If you're in your own time, you could be listening to audio clips and podcasts or watching TV and films, as well as the English lessons. Try to repeat the phrases you hear native speakers make. And try to create these phrases yourself. Get used to making the shapes with your mouth and practicing and rehearsing these phrases. As I said, throughout the course, don't be afraid to stop the video, replay a section and repeat. There are always example answers and template answers in every lesson, and these are also available on the vocabulary help sheet and the worksheet. So look at the vocabulary help sheet before the lesson so you're in the best position for the lesson. And complete the worksheet as we go along. This has template answers and helps you structure your own answers so that you can be more fluent in conversational English. So we touched on this. When looking at the vocabulary help sheet, try to think of words and everyday items in English. So when you're looking at the vocabulary help sheet and you're rehearsing, we would like you to try to associate the objects with English. So when you see a can, try to think of a can in English rather than your native language. Doing this will help with your fluency and it will add your understanding of a language. It will add to this, it will build a good bank of knowledge. So if you see a glass of water, try to think of this with the English vocabulary. Try to replace the items with English phrases and vocabulary, and this will help with your fluency in your new language. We can also try to make situations where we are forced to use the native language. We would have this situation all the time in the language school where I worked. The students would come to the UK from all around the world and they would be thrown into situations where they need to speak English. The best way to practice and to learn is to practice and learn. It's to actually use the language, and if you make a mistake, we can learn from these mistakes. We have a number of activities and exercises that will allow you to create your own answers in English. And we have a bonus activity. This is my favourite activity from the school where I taught. We would set up the students with an interview. They need to create their own questions based on a subject of their choice and ask a native speaker these questions and interview them. They would then feed back the information to us, and we are going to do this at the end of the course. In the final section, we will be going through and revising and reviewing what we've learned, and then you will have the option to create your own interview questions and ask them to a native speaker. If you're not able to find a native speaker, someone who speaks English, stick to English, practice and interview them with this. This allows for freer practice and better conversational English. So we can also watch TV in English or movies in English without native subtitles. So what better way is there to learn English than to watch television? Watch Netflix, watch a Netflix series. Try to watch this in English without your subtitles. This will allow you to hear new phrases and language and vocabulary in English, and will teach you to use this language. You can find the context of the situation to know when this grammar and vocabulary should be used. There's a good list available on Simple-ESL, where we have 5 films that I recommend for speakers of another language. But if you go onto Netflix, shows like Friends are very good for conversational English between a group of friends. How I Met Your Mother, once again, conversational English, lots of situations. I would recommend sitcoms because they put you in situations where there is a lot of conversation and usually between friends. So a quick fun way, if you're in the evenings and you want to practice your conversational English, watch English TV without the subtitles. And my final one, and this is really quite useful, you can practice responses to common questions. So, hey, how are you? This is a frequent question from native speakers in English. Every day I say, hey, how are you? At least 7, 8, 10 times a day. Every time I see a new person, I ask how they are. How would you respond to this? We can prepare answers to questions and train responses to common questions like this. For example, I'm great. And you? So on the basic ESL conversational course, we will cover a variety of subjects, and this is available through the Udemy platform. We are using this as it is a very good way of presenting this information for our learners, where they can access materials, videos, and they can learn easily and effectively. This will also provide materials that aren't available on Simple-ESL. This includes bonus homework tasks and additional exercises and activities to help you learn English. But what is available on this course? Well, the course is designed for students at an A2 level. This is on the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. Blah. What does that mean? You should be able to say hello, goodbye, introduce yourself. Very easy level, open to most learners. The course is designed to help you build confidence while learning to speak, and we'll do this by going through a variety of common everyday topics. We'll use this to elicit grammar, vocabulary, and we'll build on your knowledge of grammar, and I will show you how to model answers to everyday questions. If you have a basic knowledge of English, but haven't spent much time speaking to native speakers, this course will ease you into your first conversations and will give you confidence in speaking English. We'll cover food in the present simple tense. We'll look at jobs and what we would like to do and what we can do in our jobs. We'll look at possession of pets, showing ownership over a pet. We'll look at sports and abilities and things that we can do. We will look at free time and use connectives like and but to join two sentences together. We will look at shopping and we'll use the past tense to talk about previous shopping experiences. We'll talk about routines and adverbs of frequency. How often do you do things? We will look at childhood memories and the irregular past tense. We'll look at families and we'll talk about things that they don't like. And hometowns, things that exist in your hometowns and that you used to do when you were young. So if this course sounds like it could be useful, why not click the link in the description for a large discount on this course. I hope this is another asset to all you learners at Simple-ESL. Of course, we have the free videos, but this allows you to access all the materials in a designed curriculum aimed at a goal that you'd like to reach. This is for our basic level of English, and we will be creating more courses like this. Every time you pay for one of these courses, you help support the Simple-ESL team, the network, and we can continue to produce more free materials. But we will continue releasing courses. We will look at travel, business English, and lots of other things in the future. But of course, they are always available on the YouTube channel for free. So why not subscribe, like, that way you won't miss any of the lessons. I hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.